St. Benedict's Episcopal School graduates scholars who are confident, courageous, compassionate leaders, respectful of diversity, and grounded in faith. At all independent schools, tuition does not cover every operating expense. This is certainly the case at St. Benedict's. As a result, the school depends on the generosity of our community to help close the gap between tuition and the actual cost of educating each student. That's why we've created the Acorn Fund.
The Acorn Fund at St. Benedict's is what we call our annual fund. We have done this year after year, and it's an exciting way for everyone to be a part of something extra at St. Benedict's. A lot of independent schools only use so much of their tuition. 96% of our funds come from tuition. The other 4% comes from extra. We're able to do things for our kids that other schools can't do. We're able to open in the middle of a pandemic because we can spread out and do things that are just different.
The Acorn Fund is one of the biggest factors of success in outside fundraising. It is also the reason that our relationships with foundations in town continue to grow in interest and potential for large gifts to such things as our STEAM program and eventually a capital campaign.
Because our participation from parents is above 80%, we've had outside investors and foundations take interest in us. The field that's here on the main campus was originally something we rented, but the owner saw how much effort we were putting into our Acorn Fund that he donated it to us. It's one of the biggest gifts that we've gotten, and that's going to continue happening. It's like a snowball effect. Well, the Acorn Fund supports the mission of St. Benedict's and our values. Episcopal values have a lot to do with diversity and inclusion, our community, faith-based, collaborative learning. And this year, we're going to focus more intentionally on our diversity and inclusion programs that have been going on for a while. Dr. Tiffany Russell has been with us, consulting us, working with our teachers with diversity and in the curriculum.
As a diversity practitioner, I've been able to support St. Benedict's work in this regard. We've been able to do staff development training and faculty enrichment around the themes of equity, justice, and inclusion.
And this year, 10% of all of our Acorn Fund is going to go towards this initiative and help us continue making sure everyone understands that diversity is not just a word on our mission statement or in our values, it's who we are. And teaching our kids in a K-8 model like St. Benedict's that who you are is important, and that the world is filled with all kinds of people. And when we get out there in the world as young adults, they're going to have to be able to work with everyone and understand that everyone is important, and the diversity that we're going to be using in this Acorn Fund year is going to go towards that.
St. Benedict's is taking this amazing and courageous step. This would look like amazing things in the classroom, new curriculum that our faculty and staff will be trained on, as well as parent guides so that you can extend the learning at home.
We, as a family, feel like it is so important to give back to our community, and what better way to support the place that our children go every day.
What we find important about the Acorn Fund is it's a vehicle for the school to supplement their education with things that are important, and I think the Acorn Fund allows parents to have a participation in that, and also lets the kids know that there is an extra source of funds for them to do fun things with, but also educational things.
So it's important for us to give back to the Acorn Fund to help provide additional programming and fun things for the kids to do.
This year, more than ever, it's important for everyone to give. We know that these are difficult times for a lot of families. The dedication that the school has given towards opening has resulted in costs of $1,100 in excess of what tuition paid. We don't need our parents to pay all of that. We are able to obtain grants and fundraising to help supplement that. But the only way to continue obtaining those grants that supplement the costs of opening during these times is to have high parent participation. And so we need every parent to give at whatever level is comfortable for them.
St. Benedict's is such a warm and caring community. It's a special place. It's always been a place where families could come and their children could learn, and everyone feels accepted and everyone feels like they are a part of something bigger and special.
It's this tiny little community where everybody is family. When you walk in the door, you feel at home, and it's a safe place that I am so comfortable leaving my kids every day.
After attending one of the admission coffees, we just knew that this was the place where we wanted our daughter to be, and the place where we felt she would have a great learning experience.
It's the community, the parents involved in the school. They have always been great.
Opening the school this year has been a yeoman's job, but there's a lot of things to be thankful for, and your support as parents is amazing.
Join me in supporting this community.
We hope you join our family in investing in our children.
Join me in making sure that our students always have a place to be loved and nurtured.
So please join us in giving to the Acorn Fund.
Join me in supporting St. Benedict's and contributing to the Acorn Fund.
Join me this year in giving to the Acorn Fund and giving our kids all that we can to have a very successful 2020-2021 school year.
The school depends on the generosity of our community. Your tax-deductible gift impacts every aspect of a St. B's education. Please give to the Acorn Fund.